Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
Jet Li, from martial arts champion. Jet Li, from martial arts champion to international superstar, Jet Li was born on April 26, 1963 in Beijing, China, is an internationally renowned martial artist and actor. He has been practicing martial arts since he was a child. He has won many national martial arts championships and visited more than 40 countries on behalf of the Chinese martial arts team. Jet Li rose to fame in 1982 when he starred in the movie Shaolin Temple. The film achieved great success in both mainland China and Hong Kong and became a classic in the history of Chinese films. That year, the movie made more than 100 million at the box office with a ticket price of 10 cents. The number of people watching the movie set a record that would be difficult for latecomers to match. After that, Jet Li shot a number of martial arts films and action films one after another, such as Once Upon a Time series, Fang Shiyu, Fist of Heroes, etc. He has become one of the most influential and popular actors in the Asian film industry. It is worth mentioning that there are almost no bad movies in Jet Li's films. Each one is a classic. Jet Li is known for his professionalism, focus and hard-working attitude. Throughout his acting career, Jet Li has always maintained a high degree of professionalism. He conducts in-depth research and preparation for each character, not only striving for excellence in martial art skills, but also striving to understand the character's emotions and inner world. He constantly challenges himself, pursues excellence, and brings countless wonderful performances to the audience. Jet Li's work style is very rigorous. He pays attention to details and has extremely high requirements for his performance. He always goes all out when shooting movies, regardless of difficulties and dangers. He often completes difficult action scenes himself, striving to be realistic and shocking. His diligence and hard work have not only won him the love and praise of many audiences, it also established a high reputation for him in the film industry. In addition to his success in the film industry, Jet Li is also actively involved in public welfare undertakings. He founded the One Foundation, which is dedicated to providing children with assistance in education, health and emergency relief. Jet Li also serves as a goodwill ambassador for many international organizations and has made positive contributions to promoting public welfare undertakings. Jet Li has profound martial arts skills and excellent acting skills. His filmography has not only been a huge success in Asia, but has also won widespread acclaim around the world. He is not only an outstanding actor, but also a charitable person full of positive energy. His hard work and dedication are worthy of our study and reference. What are Jet Li's 10 classic movies? Jet Li is a famous kung fu star. His movies have wide influence in China and even around the world. The following are Jet Li's 10 classic movies and the reasons for their recommendation. Shaolin Temple. This movie is Jet Li's famous work in the classic of Chinese kung fu movies. With the Shaolin Temple as the background, the film shows the growth and struggle story of a group of warrior monks, while also showing the audience the unique charm of Chinese kung fu. Once Upon a Time. This movie is one of Jet Li's masterpieces. It tells the legendary story of Wang Fihong, the legendary martial artist, and also shows the national spirit and cultural connotation of the Chinese nation. Tai Chi Zhang Sanfeng. This movie takes Tai Chi as the theme and tells the legendary story of Zhang Sanfeng, the martial arts master. It also shows the philosophical and cultural connotations of Tai Chi. Chinese Heroes. This movie takes Chinese heroes as its theme and tells the story of a group of heroic Chinese sons and daughters fighting for the country and nation, inspiring people to work tirelessly for the interests of the country and nation. Fist of Fury Heroes. This movie takes the Fist of Fury sect as the background and tells a series of stories about Chen Zhen, a disciple of the Fist of Fury sect, in order to seek revenge. It shows the superb skills and national spirit of Chinese kung fu. Heroes. This movie is a classic in the history of Chinese films. It tells the story of the 4 assassins during the Warring States period. Through this movie, it shows the breadth and depth of Chinese culture and the greatness of the national spirit. Fearless. This movie is based on the Chinese martial arts master Huo Yuanjia. It tells the story of his rise from an unknown to a great master. It also explores the interconnection between martial arts, life and society. The Letter of Contestation. This film is based on Zhuo Zongtang, one of the 4 famous generals in the late Qing dynasty. It tells the story of his recovery and construction of Xinjiang. It also shows the unity and fighting spirit of the Chinese nation. New Shaolin 5 Patriarchs. This movie takes the 5 Shaolin patriarchs as its theme and tells the story of their struggle to uphold justice and protect their family and country. It also shows the magical charm of Chinese martial arts. The Bodyguard of Zhuangnan. This movie is based on The Bodyguard of Zhuangnan. It tells the story of a bodyguard who takes risks to fight against the underworld in order to protect a witness. It also shows the superb skills and spirit of justice of Chinese Kung Fu. These classic films were not only huge successes at the box office, but also received widespread critical acclaim. They not only demonstrate the unique charm of Chinese Kung Fu, but also present the breadth and depth of Chinese culture and the greatness of the national spirit. These classic films are of great significance to promoting Chinese culture, inheriting Chinese Kung Fu, and promoting the development of the Chinese film industry. Many years ago, Jet Li's master told him to remove a mole on his nose. Many years ago, Jet Li lost his father when he was young and lived a difficult life with his mother, brother and sister. Although life was not easy, his martial arts talent attracted people's attention. At only 9 years old, Jet Li was sent to Beijing Shichihei Sports School, where he received careful guidance from famous teachers. At this sports school, he not only won the Outstanding Performance Award, but also won the junior championship in the martial arts competition at the age of 11. In the next 5 years, he won the National Games Wushu Championship consecutively and became a leader in the industry. Full stop. However, Jet Li's ambitions don't stop there. Although he has become a leading figure in the field of martial arts movies in China with the Once Upon a Time movie series, he longs for a bigger stage and a broader space for development. It was in this process of pursuing a higher realm that Jet Li met a Tibetan master in Beijing. This master saw that the mole on Jet Li's nose might become a stumbling block for him. The Tibetan master unceremoniously suggested that Jet Li go to the hospital to remove the mole to pave the way for his future. Although Jet Li hesitated, he finally followed his master's advice and went to the hospital for surgery. Although the operation was simple, that night, he received an unexpected interview invitation call from Warner America. This interview invitation became a turning point in Jet Li's life. Warner executives had seen his latest martial arts movie and were so impressed by his martial arts and acting talents that they decided to invite him to audition for a major blockbuster. Jet Li was excited and embarrassed when he received the invitation because the wound on his nose had not fully healed. However, Warner said it was willing to wait and could go for interviews as long as the wound was basically healed. 10 days later, Jet Li flew to Los Angeles and had his first interview in Hollywood. He was filled with anticipation and nervousness. In order to meet this challenge, he did not hesitate to memorize English dialogues in advance and strive to make himself more fluent in the language. On the day of the interview, Jet Li stood in front of Warner Brothers, with a whole new world in front of him. When he entered the interview room, he felt the intense gaze of director Mel Gibson. The director said to him, "Don't stick to the dialogue, use performance to express it, let me see your inner emotions." Jet Li closed his eyes tightly, took a deep breath, and tried to fully integrate himself into the character. He was deeply immersed in that fictional world and felt every emotion of the characters. When he reopened his eyes revealed a threatening force, and his body language showed his opponent's unrivaled aura. Mel Gibson watched Jet Li's performance and frowned slightly. He said to Jet Li, "Yes, you conveyed strong emotions and great potential. This is what I want." Jet Li was overjoyed, and he successfully passed this critical interview. However, he knows this is just the beginning and he still faces the challenge of insufficient English. Despite his success, he knew he had to work harder and improve his language skills to gain a foothold in Hollywood. Thus, Jet Li began a more arduous journey of learning English. In between filming, he took time out for language training to continuously improve his expressive skills. He found an English teacher, humbly asked for advice, and worked hard to make up for his shortcomings. At the same time, he was also observing the performances of other actors at the filming site, constantly gaining experience and enriching his acting skills. With his unremitting efforts, Jet Li gradually adapted to the atmosphere of Hollywood. Although he still had some troubles when facing English dialogue, he successfully won the recognition of the director and the audience through his superb performance. This made him even more convinced that as long as he was passionate and worked hard, he would be able to shine on the big stage in Hollywood. This experience became an important turning point in Jet Li's career. By overcoming the language barrier, he not only successfully integrated into the Hollywood film industry, but also won his own place on the international stage. This is also his gratitude to the Tibetan master, because it was his advice that allowed Jet Li to embark on this new and challenging journey.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.